Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this unbelievable first Saturday in June. I don't know where May went. I don't even know where last week went. We're in a crazy world at this time, but we do know that Mother's Day has come and gone, and another special day is coming up, Father's Day. And I wanted to kind of emphasize during this segment, Dave and Gene, as my co-host, that a lot of folks are still in quarantine. A lot of folks are doing other things, and they're wondering what can they get for Father's Day. I'm looking at it right here in front of me, and it's looking back at me too. It looks meaner every time I look at it, you know. But
is it a mirror?
Yeah, no, it's not a mirror. That's not me. I can tell you that. Is
I thought it. You know, I was thinking to say, don't talk about Shelby that way.
No, not talking about Shelby either. No. Not often do we have back-to-back guests like this, but I wanted to get Ron and Tess Jolly back on the show to talk not only about the book that they have done, which is it's an amazing book called Memories of Spring by Ron, and, of course, Tess with all the photography inside this thing. It is a great time for a Father's Day gift, and let's talk to Ron and Tess Jolly. Good morning. How y'all guys doing?
Good morning, Larry.
Good morning, Larry.
Hey,
Good.
I know it's early Saturday morning. What do you do when turkey season's over?
We can always find stuff to do on the farm. Ask Tess.
You mean there's
we're
no
outside regardless.
but it is distressing times. I know that when it ends when you do this. But the book itself, I checked again on Amazon and places like that. It's really, you know, not just because you guys are friends of mine and known you a long time and everything. I haven't seen a bad review yet. I mean, you got to be really happy that what the book has done, right, Ron?
Absolutely, we're very proud of it. It's done very well, and all things considered, I think it's a bright spot in our year with the COVID deal and everything that's going on.
But I look at it, and when we talked earlier about the book itself, putting it together, did you leave out anything? Are we going to have Memories of Spring 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7? I mean, you've opened the door here for maybe additional comments later on. Is that anywhere in there, Tess?
Yeah. I don't think you ever want to just say you're never going to do anything. So we've talked about it, and there's no doubt there are plenty more stories to be written about. That wasn't the sum total of all of them. So now that we've seen how his writing has been received,
yes,
it makes you pretty excited about doing a follow-up.
What about how did y'all put this together? I've got to admit, I'm opening it up to page 135. Folks, it's big type, okay? It's not that little bitty thing that people people have trouble reading. It's a great read, but I'm on page 135. I keep going back to it. Oddball events. We didn't talk about this the last time y'all were on. The picture. Tell me about that picture, Tess, of the two together here. I mean,
the two gobblers that are trying to swallow each other's heads.
Yes. That's not photoshopped. That's
no, and that's not cropped either, Larry. That fight happened right in front of my blind one afternoon, and it was two dominant gobblers, and I was so excited that I quit breathing and fell off my chair, but they actually bumped into my blind. It lasted about 20 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. I've never seen two gobblers fight that long, and what they were trying to do was one was trying to bulldog the other and twist his head until he flipped him, and eventually that's actually what happened, and that determined the winner there. But I could have reached out and grabbed him by the neck a couple of times.
Wow.
It was very exciting.
Well, folks, that's what you get. That's in Chapter 8, the Oddball Advance, the Empty Chamber. But if you go on through all these, the titles, was that hard? Who did the titles?
I did. Every story in that book is something that actually happened. You mentioned the Empty Chamber.
Yeah.
A real good friend of mine who's passed now that invited me to come hunting with him back when I was at Primo's, and took me a couple of years to finally work it in where I could do it. And he was so happy, and when the turkey gobbled, we were still trying to get where we were going, and we ran in and got set up, and we called this turkey up, and I'm videoing it, and he forgot to load his gun.
Oh, man.
I'm not
the
going
horses that man went through
Yeah.
to finally get a shell in his gun and get turned, and he did, and he killed that gobbler. But he learned a lesson that day.
Well, it's obvious, again, that we're talking to Ron and Tess Jolly about the book Memories of Spring. And folks, I know it's available at many different locations. Amazon has it. Where else can you get it, Ron?
I would like to tell people to check out and like our Memories of Spring Facebook page.
There you go. Yeah.
Posting stuff there. If they go there, they can, find out how to private message us for autographed copies, or how to send a request, a letter with the check for.
Those checks are good. Yeah, those checks are really good. They balance out most of your other habits that you have, and I know that. Gene, yeah, you take credit cards too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Credit card as well.
Good.
Over the.
Yeah, good ones, and things like that. But I know that Father's Day's here, and I asked Ron, is it okay to ask? I know how many shotguns I've got, because most of them have been sent to Dave Gabbert to fix them for me or make them shoot better, including one that he says is okay, but it wasn't okay for me. That's I hunted once with my 12-gauge Browning Black Gold turkey hunted this year, and I couldn't get the thing to eject right. And I think I figured out, Dave, what it is, that I need to stick to 410 and 20 gauge and forget that 48-pound 12 gauge, because I think that was part of my trouble. But I want to, as I keep up with you guys, and talk about this new shotgun that you got, because I think that's pretty cool. I think our listeners would like to hear that.
Okay. In the book, there's several mentions of a gun that I bought in 1984.
Yep.
And turkey hunted with it all those years, and it was my I liked it so much. My dad liked it, and I bought him one. And then this year, I just got to thinking, I got to see what this rage about 20 gauges and 410 is all about.
Yeah, there you go.
But I wasn't brave enough to go the 410 route. So I got my friend Jeff Sherwood at Sherwood Tactical in Cleveland, Mississippi. I said,
right down the road from us, about an hour south of Memphis. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he chose the gun. It was a Youth Model 870. He dipped it.
It's beautiful.
Did some trigger work on it.
Yeah.
And chose the choke and everything. And I am just amazed what it does at 50 yards.
Amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
It really is.
And that's the thing you talk about. You how long you been turkey hunting? When did you kill your first bird?
I killed my first turkey when I was 12, and I was born, so that would have been in 1964.
12. Guns have changed, haven't they?
Yeah, everything's changed.
Well, yeah, we could go into a lot of that stuff. Everything has changed, but and getting back to the book, because I know that a lot of that things are. Did it mesh together when you sat down? I know husband and wife now. I mean, putting out the same thing together. I don't want to say friction. That's a call, but. How did that mesh together? How did that mesh together when y'all put this thing together?
Well, as far as I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but
I mean by, did you say, well, no, Ron, we need to do it this way, or Ronnie, we need to do it this way, or Tess, you said, let's leave out that picture. No, let's use this picture. So
no, I tell you, it went very smoothly because I stayed out of his writing and organizing of it, and he let me pick the photos that I thought would fit each category.
Okay.
Chapter, and it worked really good that way. To tell you the truth, we kind of just did our own thing, and then when we both were finished, we went back through it and didn't throw any pots and pans or anything.
Wow. Okay, and he got a new shotgun out of it too. I mean,
Yeah,
so
he got a new shotgun out of it.
Yeah,
and I might see one too for next year.
Oh yeah, so you're going to get something out of this and everything. But again, folks, it's Father's Day. It's a great book. It's on my list. It's autographed by these two favorite people to me that I've had so much respect for. And when you can put a photographer like Tess, and now Jolly has decided he can write. I knew he could, and he's put them together here. It's a remarkable book, folks. It's really easy to read. The stories flow. I can't. In closing, I even like the last part. But anyway, it's called Memories of Spring. You can get it through them on their Facebook page, right? And tell our listeners what that is.
Go to Memories of Spring and on Facebook, Memories of Spring Facebook page, and like it, and you'll see everything you need to know.
There you go, folks. Go to it. Memories of Spring by Ron and Tess Jolly. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great one. Always
Thanks,
good to talk to
Larry.
you.
Happy Father's Day.
Same to you, Ron. You be good to her now, Jolly. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's take a break. You guys still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna get this. Both of y'all need to read this book. You would get a kick out of it. It's great. Let's take a break. Then we're going to come back and talk to a guy who tried to get on before, couldn't got him. Got him today. He better be off that tractor today because we're going to talk about Limoshield Core Body Foam. I use it for hand sanitizer. It's really meant for deer hunting, but you can use it to keep your hands clean. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.